Hello and welcome to Rising Matchday this Saturday the 28th of August. I'm Owen Evans, here to run through all the stories ahead of tonight's Phoenix game against New Mexico United. Coming up on the show. With Ben Luntz return to FC Cincinnati, what's the latest on Rising's Zach Lubin? An interdivision matchup this week, but how does Rising's division look? And a different opponent, but a familiar one. Rising gets set to take on New Mexico. But first, let's look back to Wednesday night's game in California. A trip to Livermore for Rising in midweek, facing Oakland Roots. A heavily rotated side for Rising, and they fell behind just before the break, while Fall unleashing a rocket to put the hosts up 1-0. Into the second half, Manuel Madrid gives the ball away to Jeremy Bakila. He takes two shots, can't put it away, but Jose Hernandez is on hand to take it instead, 2-0 to Oakland. Rising do get one back, Darnell King with this volley after Oakland can't clear their lines from a throw-in. But any hopes of a comeback was soon dashed, Ariel Mumba pouncing on the rebound here to put Oakland up 3-1. Boiling over a little bit of the final whistle in the middle of the pitch, but a massive win for Oakland on the night. Here's a reaction from after the game.
The first goal I think was rough because it was a lack of, we didn't track back and pick up players, and you know, I thought it was very disappointing, you know, to give up a goal like that on the road, and that's just a hard work issue. The second and third, what was most disappointing is I think, you know, Ben made a save or two. We had a couple of blocks, we had a missed tackle, and no one else, everyone kind of gave up on the play and they weren't sprinting back to make a difference, and I think that's frustrating. You know, some of the guys that haven't played a lot got an opportunity tonight, and they didn't take full advantage of it. That's just kind of how it goes, you know. And I talked to them, and we've been working on, you know, guys in these roles, and we have to be better. We can't come on the road in a situation like this, and you know, difficult environment, and not be, you know, at our best, and this will happen.
Rising actually had more shots on the night, but very few of them on target. Overall, a disappointing performance from the Phoenix side against weaker opposition. That result seeing Rising slump to just 3 points out of a possible 12 over the past 4 games. But should that be a cause for greater concern within the Phoenix camp?
We still have, what, 39, 40 points? 38? Still first place in our division? Yeah. No, the concern is we lost a game tonight. We can't look back on 4 or 5 games in a row and say, oh, we should have done this, we should have done that. No, you have to keep moving forward. if there's anything that anybody knows about me and our club, is that when things don't go our way, the solution is always to work harder. And I got to look at the film and watch the game closely tonight, and we have to get after it because we have a tough team coming in on Saturday.
One player that Rising fans are hoping will make a difference, new forward Darren Mattocks. He was named to the bench on Wednesday, but didn't make an appearance. Why?
He's not fit. He's not fit yet. He's had 2 trainings, and it's going to take time. We brought him here because it gave us an opportunity to work extra with him in the gym. He did some extra treatment yesterday, so it's going to take a little bit of time, people. You wish that he had been playing, regularly up until the coming in here, but then we wouldn't have been able to get him because it was outside the window.
In other news, Ben Lunt has been recalled from his loan back to parent club FC Cincinnati. That leaves Andre Rolls as a presumptive starter in goal, but there's another goalkeeper trying to make his way back from injury. So what's the latest on Zach Lubin's return? Here's Rick Shantz.
It's a back surgery and then another setback with a minor knee injury. So, I don't know. I think the last we heard it would be maybe late September, October. I don't know. So I know what's best for him is that you don't push somebody like that's that tall that's coming back from a back surgery. So I've been there, done that.
Well, now let's take a look what was happening elsewhere in the Pacific Division. Just the one game since Wednesday, Las Vegas hosting Galaxy 2 last night. Vegas on the board first, Danny Masovsky on the end of this well-placed ball, and he finishes it well. But a quick response from LA Galaxy 2, as it's Preston Judd getting the equaliser. Second half, Daniel Aguirre into the box, brought down by the sliding challenge of Frank de Roma. Referee points to the spot. Jorge Hernandez steps up to take the penalty and gives the visitors the lead. We were in for a dramatic finish though. First, lights pull it level 2 minutes from time. Then, Galaxy 2 up the other end. Questions over whether this went out. Was it offside? Well, it counted. Rami Cabral gets the credit. In the ensuing pack around the referee, Lights' Tony Leon sent off for foul and abusive language. Los Dos go on to win it 3-2. So Rising remain top of the table with the same lead in points, since there haven't been any games affecting them. Galaxy 2 still in playoff contention, just 5 points behind 4th place. Oakland off bottom place, thanks to Lights' loss. A few games today, Roots facing Tacoma at 5:30, Sacramento hosting Loyal at 8, Galaxy 2 then face Republic on Wednesday, Tacoma Defiance hosting Lights on Thursday, and a couple of Friday games, Oakland travelling to Tampa Bay, Orange County hosting El Paso. Tonight's opponent, a familiar one for Rising in the form of New Mexico United, albeit a side they haven't played this season. But what do the visitors think they have to do to come here to Arizona and get a result?
Well, every one of the players I named, Ken, we want to try to eliminate them. So that's a tall task of 6 to 8 players that I named to try to keep them quiet on the night. I think that we have to be really, really sound defensively. Can't leave ourselves open in transition moments. If we leave ourselves open in transition moments, then one of those, very talented attacking players will hurt us. And I think ultimately, man, we have to continue to be, we've been really good in possession. I think really, really confident in possession in all areas of the field. And I think that helps us actually. That helps us stay organized whenever we have a lot of the ball. But I would like to not only have a lot of the ball, I'd like to have an end product with that as well.
Rising's form, of course, has been shaky lately. Does that give any confidence to the visiting side?
It's, that's a harsh statement to say that they're uncharacteristically, maybe the results haven't gone their way, but when you watch their matches, they're still extremely dangerous and, close to turning a result here or there, whether it's a draw or, a loss to Oakland recently. So uncharacteristic, I guess, maybe for them not to see out the matches as they typically do, but man, they're playing some good football. I think that their form is any night you play them, they're one of the most dangerous teams in the league. So I don't think it has much to do with anything on the night.
And New Mexico themselves have struggled in recent weeks, recording 5 consecutive draws.
It's one of those things where you look at the 5 matches, though, 3 out of the 5 we've taken the lead. Really, in all 5, we've controlled a lot of the match, had a lot of the edge in possession, really a large amount of possession. Still, though, we need to create more chances. I think that's where we continue to say, man, we could have gotten the second goal whenever we've created those moments, or we need to create more moments for that second goal. And we've said this to Ken the other night, man. We've been a little bit unlucky to not see a couple of these games out. A bounce here or there, maybe it's a different game, but ultimately, man, we got to make our own luck. That's the way it's going to happen.
That's all we have time for today. Tonight's game, a 7:30 p.m. kickoff at Wild Horse Pass, the last at home before a couple of weekends in a row on the road. Enjoy the match. Goodbye.